What's going on? What's going on, guys? And welcome back to another episode of the Great Game Challenge. Now, one of my first ever, fully edited videos was my top 20 NBA players of all time list. And you guys seem to like it because you guys have been loving this edited content, so I thought I'd bring it back. But this time it's going to be my top 20 favorite NBA players in the league right now, but I do have some restrictions. Number 1. I am doing injury-free players, so if they are injured right now, they can still be on this list. The only thing is that they have to have played at least 20 games this season to be able to be qualified. So people like Klay Thompson, he won't be mentioned in this list. Another rule is that the person would have to play at least one full season in the NBA, so no Zion Williamson. Alright, so I think we should go ahead and get started. Oh, by the way, he has to be in the NBA right now, of course, is another one of the rules. And then the most important rule is that this is all just my opinion, so make sure to not take it too seriously. It's just my opinion. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so at the number 20 spot, we have Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks. Now, Trae Young, he wasn't an all-star this year, but I feel like he should have been instead of Zion or Domantas Sabonis. But Trae Young is an efficient three-point scorer, and he can finish and has a mid-range ability. Sure, he's not the best defensive player, but he can still get around players, and he can set people up with a good play if he needs to. He's a good passer, but he's not really the best rebounding wise. Yeah, so Trae Young, I think that Trae Young is also a little underrated. I mean, people think that because some people were thinking that Luka and Trae, that was the biggest rivalry for rookies that year in 2019 when Luka won the finals. I mean, when the Rookie of the Year award, and Trae Young didn't. So I guess that's also to put into factor. But yeah, Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks is going to be finishing at the number 20 spot. Number 19 from the Minnesota Timberwolves, we have KarlAnthony Towns. Now, I know you guys have been saying that, KarlAnthony Towns didn't make the All-Star team. KarlAnthony Towns is irrelevant, blah, 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 blah. But KarlAnthony Towns is actually still good. He just hasn't been noticed. KarlAnthony Towns has been averaging 22 points as a center this year. So KarlAnthony Towns, he is, honestly, he's probably the best three-point shooting big man in the NBA, and maybe is a candidate for of all time. Just the way that he can shoot, and if he gets tired of shooting, he can just go to the paint and just start bullying people, posting them up. It's just that easy for him. So he's pretty much an all-around player, and defensively, sure, he can't really steal the ball, but that's just because he's tall. He can block shots, and he's also a very efficient scorer. So yeah, KarlAnthony Towns is coming in at number 19. Number 18, we have Mr. Triple-Double, Russell Westbrook from the Washington Wizards. Now, Russell Westbrook didn't make the All-Star team, which is probably these first three players didn't make the All-Star team. That's why they're the first three players being mentioned. So yeah. But anyway, Russell Westbrook, I mean, he can finish like crazy. He can dunk, athleticism, averages a triple-double. He beat Wilt Chamberlain's record for most triple-doubles, I believe he did, a couple weeks ago, as I'm recording this video of May 2021. But yeah, Russell Westbrook is just an all-around point guard. Honestly, I feel like Russell Westbrook is one of those players where he can pretty much play any position. Like, you could put him at the point guard position and he can dribble up the ball, or you can even put him at center because of his amazing rebounding skills and all of that stuff. But yeah, he may need to work on his passing, but I feel like he's doing fine. I mean, he's averaging a triple-double. Assists play a part in that. I feel like he could do a little better defensively, and honestly, I feel like by the end of his career, Russell Westbrook will join the people to get a quadruple-double. I just feel that's going to happen because they need to be joining David Robinson and Hakeem Olajuwon with the quadruple-double. But yeah, I think Russell Westbrook, out of everyone in the league, he has the biggest opportunity to get a quadruple-double out of everyone. So, yeah, I have him at number 18. Now, everyone moving forward, number 17 and on, they have made the All-Star team. So I just want to point, they made the All-Star team in 2021. So I want to point that out. Remember, this is only my 2021, so this is how they're playing in 2021, not all time. Anyway. Number 17, we have who Flight calls the future D Wade. We have Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is kind of an interesting player. Like, some people hate him, some people love him. It just depends on the thing. He can shoot from deep, and he's really an underrated guard. Donovan Mitchell, he's fast. People call him the Spider Mitchell. He has some sick shoes that just dropped. But, like, Donovan Mitchell, he can play. Like, he's been averaging around 20 points a game, and he's one of the main reasons why the Utah Jazz are the number 1 seed in the first place. Donovan Mitchell, he can play defense. Obviously he can play defense. He's hit buzzer beaters a lot. Just trying to talk about him is just so hard because there's so much he's accomplished, man. I can't even, break it down. But, from Donovan Mitchell, he's an amazing player, and this season, I believe at one point he was a candidate for MVP, but I think he went down in those ranks. Anyway, yeah, he's number 17. Number 16, we got CP3, Chris Paul. Now, Chris Paul's an interesting one because it's either a hit or miss. Some people thought Chris Paul wasn't going to be that good because he's getting older. He's already going to Phoenix, starting that stage where he just trades teams. But at the same time, he could just be like this amazing guy who just was the CP3 that we all knew and loved, and that's what he proved to us. So, yeah, Chris Paul, pretty much, he's an amazing finisher. He loves that mid-range shot, about the corner of that free throw. That's like his hot spot. 3-point shooting is not his specialty, but he can do it if he wanted. He can steal the ball like crazy, and, blocking's not really the same thing, though. But, yeah, overall, Chris Paul is an amazing point guard, and honestly, I feel like at the end of his career, he will be in the conversation for maybe, the greatest point guard to play for, to not stay with one team or something. Maybe even if he plays even hard enough, he could probably even go down as one of the greatest point guards in NBA history, because there's no doubt he's going to be a Hall of Famer. But yeah, Chris Paul, yeah. And now into the top 15, number 15, we have Kyrie Irving, Mr. Dribble Irving. Now, I know you're being like, this is too low, he was a starter. Yes, but listen, Kyrie Irving, the only reason he started is because they needed a point guard, man. Because they needed another point guard. Kyrie Irving hasn't been doing the best, but he deserves a spot. He's averaging around 22 points a game. It's just Kyrie, he's kind of like Donovan Mitchell. He's like a hit or miss. Sometimes he's on, sometimes he's off. Kyrie can do the dribble moves when he was in Boston and maybe the early Brooklyn, but now he's not doing that as much. He's more trying to venture out into shooting, which, yes, I'll give him a well done. He's very talented at shooting, but, he's not the same Kyrie. He's not, really prime Kyrie Irving like he was with the Celtics. But, yes, Kyrie Irving is a good player, which is why he's on this list in the first place. But I'm just saying, Kyrie, if he was like the Boston Kyrie and then had that shooting element, he probably would have been, top 13, possibly even a top 10. Number 14, we have Chris Paul's teammate, the shooting guard, Devin Booker. Devin Booker, man, okay, so, even though we're going off of this year only, he carried the Suns to 11-0 last year in the bubble, let's be real. But if we're going off this year alone, Devin Booker's averaging 25, 26 points a game, and he's doing it with, no sweat. Devin Booker's just been firing 3 after 3, and they're all dropping in, man. Devin Booker, dude, this man could pop a mid-range shot. He could. That's why I was kind of mad when Devin Booker went to Team Kevin, because I was like, man, come on, LeBron, you got to draft the good guys. Devin Booker, that's pretty much a good guy right on there. It's just he can shoot that mid-range. He can follow. He can finish. Honestly, he hasn't done. I don't think he's done one yet, but I feel like he could shoot it from 3/4 court and make it. I really do. And not many people can do that. We've only seen a couple of people like Stephen Curry hit those kind of shots, and I feel like we've even seen crazy people like Stephen Curry and a couple others do these shots. Here are a couple.
From half court, KarlAnthony knocks it down. 1.1 second play here. Brad, familiar with the situation from being from college? Whoa! design it up that way? All right, this is how Brad drew it up. Green weaving, trying to get the shot up. No call that way. Curry swings it the other way.
Good steal there by Memphis. They'll get the last shot here. Vince. Put it in! Can you believe?
See, like, not all of them were three-quarters court, obviously, but, like, they're pretty far back, so I'll give it to them, man. But anyway, yeah, like, Devin Booker, I feel like he's one of those players that has the potential, and if he gets the opportunity, he could make a deep shot kind of like that. And, yeah. Number 13, we have the leading scorer of the NBA from the Washington Wizards, Bradley Beal. A lot of people were saying that he's faking his stats, but, I mean, I've been watching him. That's what he's doing. He can dunk. He can just spot it from three. I don't think he's one of those like Devin Booker that can hit it from three-quarters court, but he can probably shoot from like half, maybe the logo. I don't know, but Bradley Beal's more of a playmaking, shooting type of guy, not really a deep logo show-off type of guy. He's not like the Stephen Curry and like he's not like Stephen Curry when he like turns around with like that shot like he did in the All-Star game. He's more of like okay, I'm actually gonna try to win. I'm a competitive kind of guy. I'm gonna just do whatever it takes. But also you can also tell that he wants to have fun because like basketball, like someone like Russell Westbrook, he plays basketball. Yes, he may think it's fun a little bit, but he just cares about winning the most because he's a competitive guy. Bradley Beal, yeah, it's fun to win, but like still, like all he really cares about is like having fun, which I respect in him. And I feel like that's what's driving him to averaging over like 30 points a game and being the only player in the league averaging 30 points a game. So yeah, I'm honestly, and I do think that Bradley Beal should leave Washington, even though he signed that huge contract. But I feel like Bradley Beal should just leave Washington and ditch him, in my opinion, because I mean, like I feel like he could take his talent somewhere else and maybe even win a championship. So I was hoping he'd go to the Rockets for a second because I was like, man, if we got Bradley Beal, we'd be on fire. But yeah, I'm getting off topic. Anyway, yeah, Bradley Beal at number 13. Number 12, we have from the Boston Celtics, Jayson Tatum, another starter with Bradley Beal because of the All-Star voting being tied. Jayson Tatum is an amazing finisher, mid-range scorer. He's hit a couple three-point buzzer beaters. I think he hit one like this season, maybe last season, I forgot. But so he can steal the ball, he can block the ball. He's just an amazing scorer overall. He's an amazing player, really. Just like Bradley Beal, he likes to have fun with the game. Yeah, he's like one of those where it's like it's fun to win. But I mean, like still, like like it's fun to win, but like I just want to have fun with the game. And I think Jayson Tatum, like Bradley Beal, he could take his. I mean, the Celtics are actually a good team, so they have a chance of winning the championship, but it's highly unlikely. But just like Bradley Beal, if Jayson Tatum were to take his talent somewhere else, I feel like he actually has a chance of winning a ring. And I do think Jayson Tatum will win an MVP later on in his career because he is still young. But later on, I feel like he has potential to be an MVP candidate, maybe even the MVP. So, yeah. And speaking of future MVPs, at number 11 from the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic recently got suspended, I believe. There's a video about that. Like, I'll leave an eye bubble up there. I'll leave an eye bubble in the top right corner, like I said. But he's an amazing finisher, mid-range scorer. He can shoot that three ball, like, perfection, man. I mean, like, he's not the best defender, but, like, he can play. I feel like at the beginning of the NBA, when he was, like, a rookie, he was like the Bradley Beal, Jayson Tatum having fun type, and then once he started getting more into his career and where it was going to be going, I feel like he started turning into the Russell Westbrook. He's not really full Russell Westbrook where it's like I need to win, but like you can tell like he's gotten a lot more like winning type than he was before. But Luka Doncic has been doing great. The top a couple players I've already said before, if Luka takes his talent somewhere else, I think that they have a chance. He has a chance of winning a championship. But unlike Bradley Beal and like Tatum almost, their team, like the Mavericks, aren't that bad when you think like they make the playoffs almost every year. If the Dallas Mavericks were to like sign maybe like I don't know like even like honestly. If they were to sign like one more, even not even like a superstar like Kevin Durant and Giannis, but like if they were to sign like a star like I don't know like John Wall, Victor Oladipo, like someone like that, maybe even like a like a slicer like not like a like if they were to keep the lineup that they have with like Kristaps and all that kind of stuff, and they were to like trade like somehow for like a star, like Chris Middleton or something like that, I feel like they have a chance of winning a championship. But I feel like the Mavericks just need like that one little kick. But Luka Doncic, I feel like, has been carrying them, and I don't really know what they're gonna do without him because he's suspended, I believe. But yeah, hopefully the Mavericks don't do too bad. I mean, they got Kristaps, but I mean, what's he really gonna do? But yeah, Luka is at number 11, and now we're going to venture into the top 10. At the number 10 spot, we have from the Brooklyn Nets, James Harden. Now, since this was this season, we're going to be judging the little bit of time he played with the Houston Rockets and Brooklyn Nets. Harden. Now, in my opinion, he's not doing as good as he was with the Rockets. I feel like the chemistry with the Nets just isn't there. James Harden with the Rockets was averaging 50 points a game, but with the Nets, it's dropped down to around 20 points a game. His assist numbers have gone up because he's surrounded by Kyrie and Kevin Durant since he bandwagoned to the Nets. Also, I feel like he needs to learn not to be really a ball hog because if he's going to be facing LeBron. Because, okay, let's be real here, guys. Harden went to the Nets because he's scared of LeBron. So let's say the Nets make the finals, Lakers make the finals, which is probably not likely. Lakers are 7th seed. But let's say they both don't make let's say they both make the finals. Harden can't be a ball hog when LeBron's going to probably be guarding him. Honestly, I mean, like, KD may be guarded by LeBron. I don't even know if KD's playing playoffs. But if KD's not playing playoffs, then the Nets are screwed. That's just a fact. But yeah, I got James Harden at number 10, and I was actually having a hard time deciding if I should put him at number 9 and this number 9 guy at number 10, or if I should put the other way around. But I think I made the right decision. But yeah, let's go on to number 9. At number 9, we have from the Portland Trail Blazers. You already know Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard, man, or Stephen Curry's son, according to the flight team. Stand Up, Flight Reacts. I mean, I feel like he's a pretty solid player. I mean, like his 3-point is like an A+, honestly. And honestly, like his offense alone is probably like a 96 overall or something like that. But Damian Lillard, like he can hoop. Like, man, I don't even know how to describe it. But like, Damian Lillard is an amazing 3-point shooter. Again, he is one of those players that I think could hit it from like 3/4 court like Stephen Curry and like I said, Devin Booker. I feel like he's one of those players as well. I mean, we saw him we saw Curry and Lillard shooting around at the All-Star game, man.
Picked up on a switch by Vucevic. Here's Steph Curry from near midcourt.
Not fair.
Please.
It's not fair. Really, it's not fair, C-Web. The game has changed.
Put the ball knocked away.
Reg, you're such a big reason why this game has changed, but it's changed about 10 feet out from where you're right.
Steph Curry back in there. Curry tries to backtrack and fires from near side.
Come on! Again! Come on, man. That's not fair. You play tough defense, Reg. You get a hand in there. If you see the whole sequence, look at this. This is good defense. Okay, press the ball. He loses it. Look, he laughs. He laughs and then just says, okay. Boom.
Beal with 20 seconds to go in the half. Oh, my.
You see what you started, Reg?
The most threes in a half, 7 by Russell Westbrook and by Kawhi Leonard. Here's number 7.
Anything you can do, I can do better, Mr. Lillard.
And here's Curry firing away. For 3.
So that should be a new rule. When you're up this much, you got to end it on a 3 if you need 3.
All right, what's Lillard thinking about here?
Game.
He's saying
Game.
that's it.
He's thinking about game time.
Yeah, like you saw those shots. Those things are crazy, and he's a way better ball handler than Harden. He's a way better rebounder than Harden, a way better passer than Harden, and he hustles. He's like the Tatum Bradley Beal I was talking about. Like, he likes to win, but like fun is most important to him, and I respect that. At number 8, we got Batman's worst enemy. We got the Joker.
You want to know how I got these scars?
That's right, Nikola Jokage. Nikola Jokage, man, he is the number 1 candidate for MVP right now because of everyone being injured. But still, he's an amazing player even when people aren't injured. Like, he is the best passing center of all time. I'm willing to bet that. The way that he passes is just so legendary that, like, I can't even comprehend it with my own mind. Just, Nikola Jokich's passes are out of this world. So, like, Nikola, man, he's just so good, and he's a good inside scorer. I believe he can shoot three-pointers. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he can a little bit. Like, not like Curry and Lillard, stuff like that. But, like, I believe he can shoot three-pointers. And I believe he's a pretty good mid-range. I haven't really seen his slow fade, I'm not talking, like, if Nikola Jokic builds in, like, a LaMarcus Aldridge type of fade, like, you know what I'm talking about, like, I'll show it on screen right now. You know how, like, LaMarcus Aldridge has that, like, fadeaway right there, and, like, or, like, a Dirk Nowitzki, like, watch this one, the Dirk Nowitzki one. Like, if he builds that kind of fadeaway, like, for Nikola Jokic, I feel like if he builds that kind of fade, he will become a top 5 player, in my opinion. Number 7, we got Chef. Look at Curry, man. We have Stephen Curry from the Golden State Warriors. Honestly, he's the best shooter of all time. So, like, I didn't want to disrespect him, but the 6 players above him, in my opinion, are just a little bit better. So, yeah, Stephen Curry, just amazing 3-point mid-range finishing, man. His defense isn't the best. I won't lie. Defense ain't the best. But, like, really, man, like, I mean, Stephen Curry, he's a 3-time champion, but with 0 finals MVPs for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, he's won MVPs. He's won, I actually don't know if he's won the Defensive Player of the Year or not. I may have to look that up. But Stephen Curry, number 7, honestly, I feel like I don't really have to do too much talking about this one. Like, it's Stephen Curry. Like, you guys understand why I put him here. So, yeah, let's go to number 6. Number 6, we got Joel Embiid. If you saw our MVP prediction video, you saw that I had Joel Embiid winning MVP. He is second in the MVP voting right now. Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers, man, another one of those 3-point shooting big men. Like, in the old days, you wouldn't be seeing big men shooting threes. Like, I don't know, like, you wouldn't see Hakeem and Kareem firing it from 3. And there's that one video with, like, Wilt shooting all those hook shot threes.
I'm going to tell you something. As bad as you looked, you didn't miss by that much. You just see me make 2 in a row. No, I had to sap boy fast. There you go. I'm good for $5. I just paid the last 3 of them. I don't care. This is the one I'm talking about for $5. Get it up!
But yeah, like, you don't really, like, see that, honestly. Like, you don't really see that. But, yeah, so Joel Embiid, man, he's just an amazing offensive and defensive player at the same time. And I won't be surprised if we see a center win an MVP. And that'd be the first time in a while that a center wins MVP. Like, like, the last center I can remember winning MVP was David Robinson in 95, but still, like, I don't even remember that too much. Maybe, actually, no, I think it was Shaq, but I don't remember what year it was, but yeah. Now we're into the top 5. Number 5, we got LeBron's teammate, Anthony Davis, the guy that they traded for Lonzo. Anthony Davis, I feel like he's a good all-around player. This season, he played for a good amount, and he was on fire. Like, he was fire. He was doing amazing. He was, he was just doing everything that he was supposed to do. And then he got injured, and then after that, I feel like I think he's been doing physical training. I think he is back right now, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really been watching Lakers, I'm going to be real here. But, baseball season just started, and you already know, so. But I've been trying to pop in. I've been watching a couple games, but still, Anthony Davis is an amazing overall player. I feel like he has the potential to be an MVP one day, but for right now, I feel like it's just too early. So for now, and I feel like if Anthony Davis never got injured and it was this season, Anthony Davis would definitely be a contender for MVP. No question in my mind about it. He'd probably be first. Number 4, we got Mr. The Claw, Mr. Laughs, Mr. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, I mean, dang. Kawhi Leonard's just an amazing, he's a defensive beast. Some people have said he's a robot because of how robotic and how just because his moves are just so unbelievable. Kawhi Leonard, I remember watching the game where he got that injury on his face with the blood. Dang, I was like, dang, I hope Kawhi's okay, man. The Clippers are the 3rd seed, and that's all because of Kawhi. Let's be real here. I mean, Paul George, yeah, I guess he's been doing something, but, like, Kawhi, come on. He was the All-Star MVP last year. I don't really know what else to say. Kawhi Leonard's just, he's a beast. He knows how to get open. He can shoot the mid-range shots. It's just, honestly, like, in my opinion, he's like what every kid dreams of being. Like, he can dunk. He can shoot. I guess he doesn't have that pull-up 3 aspect. I feel like, honestly, most kids try to strive to be a lot like MJ. Maybe like a mix between like Michael Jordan. But if Michael Jordan was like Stephen Curry. If Michael Jordan had Stephen Curry's shot selection, I feel like that's what most kids try to be. So, yeah. But Kawhi Leonard's definitely number 4 on the list. Number 3, top 3 here. From the Brooklyn Nets, we got... Wait. Is that Randy Orton?
And burn. And look at Randy Orton slithering. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Yep, it's the slithering snake, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, I mean, like, even though he's a snake, I still got to give him credit, man. Mans can hoop. Like, he's a hooper. Kevin Durant, he can finish. He has a good mid-range shot. His 3-point selection is amazing. I mean, I do think his prime was back in OKC. I feel like that was the best he ever was, but he's been doing good. He tried to bring back that hand-checking move that he did in OKC. But yeah, like besides that, I think he's been pretty good. He's been good at 3-point shooting. He's been good at mid-range shots. He was the talk of winning MVP. He was the All-Star captain this year. Don't know why. He didn't even play the game. I got really upset about that. But yeah, so I think overall, I think overall, Kevin Durant's probably like a number 3 player. And honestly, the top 3 was like no challenge for me because like I just already knew what I was gonna put. So yeah, but for our number 2, we got my favorite player of all time, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's literally like an A+ finisher. Sure, he can't shoot, or he couldn't shoot because, bro, he's been making threes. Like, look at this shot.
Right there. Absolute love there, Robert.
Like, look at this. Are you seeing this? Like, man, he's just knocking down threes in the All-Star game. And imagine if he was doing this in real games, bro. Woo-wee! He'd be averaging maybe like 40, 50 points a game, no cap. Anyway, Giannis Antetokounmpo he's the Greek freak. He's athletic. He's one of the most athletic freaks of nature I've literally ever seen in the NBA. Just the way that he plays and his play style. Dude, whenever you see Giannis, if it's a one-on-one fast break, you see Giannis coming down the court, bro, you are terrified. You are scared. Kyle Lowry tried to take a charge on him, but guess what? Giannis went nope, and he just Euro-stepped him. Man, dude, Giannis is scary. But, dude, imagine a 7-foot tall man just running down the court ready to just yam it on you. Dude, that's a scary thought to just, like, be in his shoes of the person that's just looking at Giannis run down the court. Dude, man, like, Giannis is, like, he's scary. Like, because of his athleticism. Number 1, to no surprise, we got the second greatest player of all time, LeBron James, from the Los Angeles Lakers. It's LeBron. Like, LeBron, most people say he's the GOAT, people like me say that Michael Jordan's the GOAT and he's second. But LeBron James, I mean, he's an overall player. His 3-point shooting, it's fine. But people, 3 points aren't all not really all of the career. Like, he's an amazing finisher. He can mid-range that shot. And can we not talk about how fantastic of a blocker he is? And, like, honestly, I feel like out of everyone in the NBA, if one person deserves a 99 overall, I think it would be currently, I think it would be LeBron James, because LeBron, I feel like he plays the best, honestly, and people have compared him to Jordan. Like, you don't see people comparing Kevin Durant to, like, Michael Jordan and saying, oh, Kevin Durant's a top 5 player of all time. Like, you don't hear people saying that, but a lot of people are saying, oh, LeBron, people compare LeBron to Michael Jordan. So, and if you're being compared to Michael Jordan as a reference, that just shows that you're automatically in the top 5. Like, people, yeah, I know that Sebastian Telfair was compared to Michael Jordan in college, but I'm talking about NBA. If you're being compared to Michael Jordan in the NBA, bro, like, you've made it. Like, you are top 5. No doubt, no question about it. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you can get notified every time we post a new video. And make sure to comment down below I subscribed when you've done that, so we can comment down below, and we will see you guys next time. Have a nice day. Bye.